Well, I must admit, at the start of today, I really fancied Ralf was the guy, but I also knew that you didn't really know the outcome. I thought it was could be close.
Sure.
But this is a surprise, a big surprise.
I'll tell you one thing both of these players have in common is that they both have a very, very smooth stroke. I mean, both unhurried, and I think that's important, especially if you're a beginner player. That you never jab at the ball with all your might. Just let it flow through.
Well, we were just talking about a possible change of system next year where the best 64 records would go through. Under that system, Alcano would have been eliminated.
He had a 1-2 record. There wasn't a hope of him making through.
He came second in his group with the worst goal difference, so to speak.
Right.
But under the system where the leagues weren't really sort of balanced out, then he would have been somewhere like about 70th or 80th, perhaps.
Yeah. There were a lot of players with 2-1 records that didn't get in.
That didn't get through, and he had a 1-2 record and got through. So the math is so funny.
He certainly grasped his lifeline from the group stage, and is now just looking such a strong favourite, in total control. We've had runaways in the World Pool Championship before, since it's been in its current format.
Yeah, Fong Pang Chao and Ismael Paez is one that comes to mind.
But you're supposed to be, with alternate break, having a close match.
You are. Well, the crowd really beginning to sense it now. Their man Alcano living up to their hopes and dreams. He is really waving that Philippine flag high.
Welcome back to Manila, and it looks like the Kaiser is looking towards the pool guards for some inspiration, but it seems that they've already picked their man. Alcano it is that is flying at the moment, 12-5, and no inspiration for poor old Ralf Souquet at the moment. He can do nothing against this man, Ronnie Alcano, who has effectively come through the group stages. Let's go down to our commentary team once again in Manila.
Uh-oh, look at this. Boy, that's a little too close for comfort there.
That's a lot too close for comfort, especially with where the 2-ball is. He's going to have to. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say this man has to do anything. Most players would need to settle for a long shot on the 2-ball.
We need a heck of a nip stroke here.
Oh, what has he got up his sleeve?
Is he going to hide?
Safety. Big ooh from the crowd there, the ones that perhaps the non-pool players in the room.
The ones who weren't paying attention thought that was a really bad miss.
How could he miss it by that far?
He's overhit it bad, though.
Yeah, he has. He's given Souquet a chance to take control of the table, and that's not something that Alcano's been doing very much.
Well, fast running out of time, Ralf.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a little while ago a long way to go in this match, and all of a sudden it's changing quite quickly.
Is he going to dump this white behind the 2, you think?
Well, his speed control, let's face it, has been off throughout this match. So I don't know if I would try anything terribly delicate.
If he doesn't get
that worked.
A snooker here, he'd be very disappointed.
Yeah.
This could be a jump situation here.
It is a jump situation, isn't it? I don't see another way to get to it. Steve, do you see an angle there that he should play instead of a jump?
Absolutely not. Got to play a jump shot, and I'm not too sure the outcome can he... Bob, you know, you see these jump shots more than I do. I mean, how much screw back on a quality cloth like this could Alcano get? He's got the weight of 2 balls, the 8 ball and the 1 ball together. So if he plays a screw back, he could draw back to this top cushion.
Oh, he hit it at a glancing shot. He's left it. Now, this is where the big... the cluster of balls off the soft break really helps Ronnie, because he's left Ralf Souquet with almost a straight pool-like mess over here that he has to contend with. But
you wonder if the momentum is beginning to change a little bit, because finally Souquet is starting to get some opportunities.
Getting some rolls.
I suppose the biggest problem is, I don't know, 3 to 4 really. He's got to put the 1, go across the other side of the table. No problem there.
Get off the rail.
Doesn't really want to be straight on this blue 2. If he's dead straight, he may not be able to leave himself good on the 3. No, he's got an angle there.
I think he needs to take the pick 4 into the top right, unless he goes for a combination 4-9.
Yeah, I don't think the 4-9's that great. He's quite offline, but he probably has to play the 4 into one of the upper corner pockets.
This looks pretty good.
Just checking to see if he can get it in the center. Just a small draw. Just pull it back a fraction.
He is playing it into the side.
Just pull it back a millimeter there. Just 1 millimeter.
Well, this is that shot that could elude him. But if it goes, it will be a real confidence builder for him.
He's been playing with a new cue from the last time I saw Ralf. I don't know how long he's had that for.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Well, it's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? Things like that.
Well,
would you choose one like that?
Has anyone come up to you and said, "Oh, what an ugly cue Souquet is playing with"?
Yes. I won't name names.
Really? I think it's. Have you seen it up close? It's magnificent inlay.
I've seen it. Yeah. How long has he been playing?
Not your cup of tea.
I didn't say. No, I didn't say that. I'm not going to pass judgment on it. But I've got one person I did speak to didn't like it.
Oh, I love it. I think it's great.
How long has he been playing with it anyway? Do we know?
I believe the first time I saw that cue was maybe 4 or 5 months ago. He's had enough time to adjust to it. Plus, it's made by his old cue builder, Danny James. I mean, I'm sure Danny would put the exact same weight and balance in it that the old one had.
Do you think? I mean, did Ralf pick those colours?
No,
you're
getting personal now.
No. Does the butt of the cue sort of tell you something about the character? That's what I'm asking.
Not really, because it's a rather flamboyant cue, and Ralf is anything but that.
So secretly inside, there's a flamboyant player trying to get out.
Perhaps he could be, hiding the cage fighter soul that he has.
He's more of a sneaky Pete kind of player, I would think. Simple cue.
Yeah.
If you were in a pool club and you saw somebody with that type of cue, would you think there's some easy money to be made?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Nice pace on that one.
Well, this cue. Anyway, Ralf Souquet grabs a rack back, now trails 12-6. We've just heard from London, and Jim White there has told us that cue, made by Ralph's sponsor, Joss Cues, Danny James of Joss Cues, has a value of $20,000.
Welcome back. 12-6 at the moment. Ralf Souquet just broke off. And then decided that safety was the best policy for him. But you can see by his body language, he's not a happy man at the moment. Alcano at the table.
Yes, but he didn't want that clip.
Not at all.
Well, he's got a big fat cut here on this pink 4 to deal with.
That's a very tough shot. That's the hardest shot he's had to play all day, I would imagine, to get this in. I know he's got a 6-rack buffer, but...
Yeah, that was a bad clip. Bob, tell me a little bit about Alcano. Has he ever been married? Is he married?
I know he has children. I believe he is. He's married, yes. I believe he is married. I saw him in one tournament. He was holding the hands of this little 4-year-old girl and walking around the tournament, so...
Whoa! He just keeps coming with them.
Well, we don't know one way or other about his marital status, but with that $100,000 in the account, it'd be slightly more of a proposition.
Not that there's any cynicism in the booth.
What a catch.
Yeah.
What a great shot that 4 was. That's it. Ball striking the centre of the pocket. It all looked very, very good for Alcano, I must admit.
The thing is, if we had a highlight reel of his great shots, it'd be an hour long. He just keeps coming with one great shot after another.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. For a moment there, he thought he was going to get out of line.
Well, there was a lot of talk about a lot of the big name Filipinos doing well in this event, but of all the players that have stood up to the pressure, Alcano's cue action has been best.
Never in the last 2 days or 3 days has he looked phased at all. He looks so relaxed in this table.
Still, Ralf cannot make any impression on this big lead that Alcano's got. Keeps coming up badly off the break, can't get back in the game. Time running out.
Every 9-ball that disappears under the weight of Alcano's cue draws him closer. It's a race to 17. Alcano sits at 13. He only needs that to happen 4 more times to take the World Pool title. Man, oh man.